Well, we are here in Traverse City, Michigan at the Hagerty Toy Box. Hagerty has a collection of classic cars here, a few of which they let us drive. Hagerty, of course, is the classic car insurance provider. They insure all kinds of old, cool stuff, like these cars. What's this red thing?
It's a 1959 Corvette. It couldn't be anything else but.
The one and only Corvette, except I brought its biggest rival, the 1956 Ford Thunderbird. So these two chromed up convertibles are actually really similar.
Let's address the similarities. Both are V8 powered, both have manual transmissions, both are two-seaters, both are clearly convertibles.
Personally, I think this is just the coolest looking car. In fact, I think its design was inspired by the Ferrari 212 that was gifted to Henry Ford II. There's some Ferrari elements in here, some 1950s Ferrari elements, and I think that it will make it the superior sports car.
I think you're dreaming in Technicolor.
What do you say we take them to some twisty roads and we find out which one drives more European?
Now we're
Get in the Ford, let's go.
The biggest thing getting used to is the amount of play in the steering wheel.
It's not Miata precise, we'll say. But it must be said, one thing that does not feel dated is the power. Put it into low gear, second gear.
Second gear. Oh, it moves, yeah. Well, it's a 292 V8. It's a stunning looking car.
That said, I don't think the Ferrari lineage went much further than the styling.
No, I think styling cues was about it.
Although ergonomically, possibly leaves something to be desired for your 6'2" frame.
Well, exactly. I don't fit comfortably in either car. It's a matter of trying to get these long legs under the steering wheel.
The shifter is a bit of a reach. Is it a reach for you?
Yeah, very much so.
It's like I'm picking up change from the floor. The interior is beautiful.
They did chrome properly back then. Okay, you know what? Cruising was nice. Let's go drive an American sports car.
Okay, so you think this can topple the Ford?
Let's just fire this baby up.
Bit of gas, maybe.
That's the sound of Detroit.
Immediately, this is faster.
This is faster. It's more direct. There's still some play in the steering wheel, but 283 was a great engine.
And I love the shifter compared to the Thunderbird, which is kind of a, kind of an odd exercise. This is a willing partner. Do you find that this one corners better?
There's still a bit of lean, but you can feel the fact that it's a smaller car. It's so light. It's so uncomplicated. It's so direct. I mean, you can't help but grin. Okay, well, I'm 6'2", so the seats, there's no real adjustment to the seats. I'm sitting up fairly high. My thighs are right under the steering wheel.
So the interior of this car is like a lot more, shall I say, design. It's got a lot of really cool, like, rocket age features.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the 50s era was definitely aviation inspired. This thing has plenty of gauges. And that's all she wrote.
Well, I think it's time to wrap up this comparison. Let's go back to the garage, but I think I know which way this one's going to go.
I've been told that cars from this era pretty much drive like trucks. Now, it's true that, there was a little bit of play in the steering and the brakes.
Our brakes.
But overall, I was really surprised how great these cars were.
I agree with you. I was surprised at how athletic these cars were in terms of steering and acceleration. They have some real get up and go.
They do have some get up and go.
Looks, I think, the Thunderbird has. But in terms of acceleration, there's a clear winner here.
Chevrolet Corvette. This is a lightweight car. You don't need 500 horsepower. And once you nail the throttle, holy smokes.
The Corvette is the car that makes you want to drive fast. It's begging for you to bang through the gears, step on the gas, whereas this is a relaxed car. It drops your blood pressure 2 counts. You just want to drive it on the highway.
Exactly.
Both were joys to drive, but there can only be one. It's got to be the Corvette.
Has to be the Corvette. For Driving.ca, I'm Brian Harper.
And I'm Clayton Seams.